since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then he with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip, crush.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go! Go to base! Lots 59! I got you, Pop!
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 2nd and 2, Brissett gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. They'll run it. This is Michel. And some room to work. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Ready. 51, Mike 51. Wild Bill.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
On first down.
Taylor.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 30.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On the draw, here's White. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit. Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going. Good sign on the opening drive. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through. That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They start to drive with White. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The give to Taylor. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's Taylor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down, Miami.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. It's complete to Grant. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 30. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense. Because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Michel. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On play action, Brissett. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On first down, Taylor. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Miami.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Got his man. It's Williams. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They're going to look to throw. This is White on the screen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Yeah, he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check. Weak.
To throw, Brissett. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a give, right side. Taylor. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down now. Michel takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Michel. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And it's Michel once again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run on 1st down. Michel, he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On second down, Michelle. Ooh, the juke. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On second down now, Michelle, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On first down, Felton. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Brissett, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point by Mara, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as his guys are back within a single score. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back. But also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check. Check out. Match box. Right. Fresno.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Michelle. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Brissett on fourth down. And no, it's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 32 that time. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And
as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They go play action with Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Brissett now. Big hold to the 30. This is Johnson. He's got it. And now look at him go. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A big play there for New England. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Michel. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's in it?
It got his man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll set up a throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Michel. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 51 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, Michel. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Michel. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. Marr able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
On the ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once it...
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Try to do better.
On the ground, this is Michel. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 26-yard line.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Pats, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Miami, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.